All right, folks, on today's video, we are working to expand the entrance to our nursery and make it a lot wider and a lot more functional. One of the things that we have discovered, having our business and our home in the same place and having those two things share a driveway, is that it causes all kinds of issues. And this is a plan that we've sort of had in the back of our minds for quite a while now, but we're going to wind up executing on this part of our plan sooner than we thought we might. And we want to show you guys how we're going to do this today and how we think this is ultimately going to help us in the long run. All right, from where I'm standing, the camera is right on the road. I mean, it's right on the edge of the white line of the road. So you can see our fence comes in here, our driveway comes in here, and then it enters back around this way. So one of the things that we're going to have done is that we're going to have this all filled in with gravel right through here, and this is going to gain us about 15 feet of width to our driveway. Now, in order for us to get that part done, we're going to have to move the fence over. We're going to have to put a little bit of fill in here and then have all of that graveled. And our gravel guy is going to come and take care of all that for us a little later on. But going out this way, if you can see this bank here in front of me going all the way out towards that trampoline out there in the distance, it's way, way, way grown up. It's waist to chest high deep in weeds. And we're going to build a second driveway right over here, going all the way out that way. Now, this is relatively flat up here on top, so this is a nice place to build a driveway, and this will be our private driveway and our private entrance that will go out to our home instead of sharing the entire entrance and the entire driveway with our business. So then this area where I'm standing now will be our new driveway. So right behind you, but we'll fork that direction to go into the business. And this way it will come to our driveway, and we will be able to separately put a gate at the entrance to each one of those. So when our nursery is closed, we'll be able to close the gate over there to the nursery. And when we want our gate to our residence to be closed or open, as the case may be, we'll have control over that without constantly having to come out here and tell people that we're closed or opening and closing the gate all the time. And we're going to do away with the main gate, have a huge entrance out there, and have two separate gates, one for the nursery, one for our home. So now looking back the other way, this is where our new driveway will be, and this slopes down to our gravel area down there that is our parking area for our nursery. And this slope right here, I'm going to trim all this back with the weed eater, and our guy who's coming out here to do our dirt work and our gravel work, he's going to grade this off for us, which was part of the original work of having all this gravel done. But now that we're dry and this dirt is much more workable, so we can flatten this slope off or smooth this slope off over here and hopefully get some grass or something growing out here to help with erosion and the like. So we got multiple things that are going to be going on with this project, not just the entrance, but also the driveway and the cleaning up of this bank in maybe a more permanent, more just not such a wreck of a look out here, just so it will be nice going forward long term. gravel guy has done all of his work. You can see going down this way to our parking lot, and he's leveled out all the rough spots in the parking lot. And then coming back over this way, this will be our new driveway. And right where I'm standing, this forms a Y. And we're gonna have to really define this area to make a distinction between going to our house and when customers turn in, going to the nursery. And 100% without fail, it will be obvious to them which way they are to go. So the next step now is to start putting a couple of gates in here and to get a barrier built in here, which is going to be a cross-tie bed that we can fill with topsoil, compost, etc., and eventually be able to put pretty plants in it as a way to separate our driveway from the nursery. All right, it's the next day, and just to kind of update the project, we bought 8 railroad ties. We call those cross ties around here, and we just cut them to make kind of a roughly 4 foot by 8 foot spot right here that we're going to fill with potting soil and turn this into a big planter. And I'm going to put my big silver dollar hydrangea in there and some other plants. I don't know, y'all make some suggestions on what I should put in there. That would be great. And that kind of separates going towards the nursery versus going that way towards our house. And we still got to come in here and put a gate in, and we'll get that finished hopefully tomorrow. But we put 2 gates in here to make a double gate. They're 10 feet wide, so still need to cut the top of that post off there because it's awfully tall. But now when you enter in here, I think it's going to make a little bit more sense to people on where to go and to make it more clear that we're closed when we're closed. Right down here, we're going to put a sign that says nursery with an arrow pointing this way, just to try to clarify what we're doing here. And this is all serving the purpose of making our whole setup function a little bit better, for it to make more sense for our customers and to make it a little bit more user-friendly, if you will, for us living and working at the same place. All right, folks, now you can see that we've got the 2 double gates up. We've got the gate up on the driveway side, and we've got the planter box now fenced in, keep dogs in and dogs out. So now we've got to put our sign here, right here, and down the road we'll get some plants put inside this box. But this is going to make a really nice addition to our place. We're very thankful to be able to get this done finally, make everything a little bit more functional and kind of separate work from home a little bit more. One other thing to do, put up the fence between this post and that post. That fence is just laying in the grass right there. Just need to stand it up and fasten it to that post and we'll be all done. So pretty good project here, and gonna make things a lot better. All right, guys, so as we're building this thing, there's always something to do with the nursery that doesn't particularly or specifically pertain to the plants or growing plants or propagating plants or dividing plants or whatever. There's always more to do. There's another project to do, and getting this gate up here finished, this was a huge deal. So we wanted to share it with you guys and just show you a little bit more as we're building our nursery from the road all the way out, not just the plants, but from the road all the way out as well. And guys, I appreciate y'all watching today. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.